Hey everyone, welcome to another Dragon Ball related countdown. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but this time, last time I did the coolest looking villains. Now I'm just gonna go overall and set aside personal preference and what I believe are to be the best Dragon Ball villains in the franchise. Now, I did make a couple rules for myself. I did not count movie villains. For one, most of them are, from a creative standpoint, pretty boring and dull. Two, they're non-canonical, and three, they're just too many of them to count. I'm not counting filler villains. I'm not counting GT. So just by villains that are done by Akira Toriyama. For number 5, I have Cell. Although not even close to being one of my favorite villains. From a storyline perspective, he's really, really creative and poses a really strong threat to the Dragon Ball characters. He harkens back to the original Dragon Ball series being created by Dr. Gero from the Red Ribbon Army. He is a Frankenstein monster, basically, of all the cells made from the Z Fighters. He he has the Saiyan traits of being able to get stronger. He has an evolution that's boosts his power at an alarming rate, and he has Piccolo cells, which make him near impossible to kill because he can, as long as, according to him, as long as his core remains, he can regenerate everything and regain back his power. So just those alone make him a really, really tough opponent, and he doesn't have such a evil desire. He's just more trying to test his perfect skills towards the end. Number 4, I have the Demon King Piccolo. He is just, there's just so much to his character. One, you find out that he's actually the evil half of God. He is really, really old. He was the only way that he was defeated before in the past was from Mutaito using the Mafuba technique to seal him up. Just like Cell, he is able to regenerate. Well, actually, you don't really see him regenerate, so that's not really, you don't really see that until Piccolo Jr. But he's able to create offspring, and through that fact to create his own offspring, he's able to create the Piccolo we all know and love. And he's gigantic, and he's done the one thing that no one else has really been able to do, or had the balls to do, and that is kill Shenron. And that really put a damper on basically the Earth. And he's like he's basically the first villain to really have such a evil intent to really truly have the ability to take over the world just by sheer strength. I love Hit from Dragon Ball Super. Now, I do consider him a villain, and I think the majority of people would, mainly because from Universe 6, he is an assassin. It is his job to kill people. He is over 1,000 years old, and he has he's extremely skilled in what he does. He's able to use his time leap technique to, even though he may not be stronger than Goku or Vegeta physically, he's able to use such pristine techniques to able to inflict critical damage on his opponents while not really having evil intent. He's definitely a villain just for the fact that he is an assassin, and he takes a lot of pride in how well he's able to execute / kill people. Number 2 is a really close number 1 for me. Black Goku / Zamasu is quickly becoming everyone's favorite Dragon Ball villain in time now. He doesn't feel like Zamasu when he was back in training to be the Kaioshin of Universe 10. he had this hatred for mortals slash humans, however they wanted to phrase it, and he thought that all life below the gods was worthless and needed to be wiped out because they had no sense of justice. And the future Zamas, or the whatever, it's really confusing to explain in a short video, but the Zamas was, after fighting Goku in a certain timeline, felt it was necessary to execute his plan of wiping out mortals, since he saw that Goku was way stronger than Zamas at this point, and he is able to achieve godly ki. Uses Super Dragon Balls to swap out bodies with him. So he stole his body, killed his family, and then used the Super Dragon Balls again to go to different. Oh yeah, he killed the actual Kaioshin Gawas from Universe 10, and then basically just not only stopping it because he felt that all mortals were not worthy of life, but he also felt that all the other gods, Kaios or Kaioshins, were not worthy of the job. So he went from universe to universe, killing all the gods, and that's pretty hardcore. Number 1 is no surprise. Not only is he my personal favorite, but he's the most iconic Dragon Ball villain in all of Dragon Ball, in the entire franchise, Frieza. He is a tyrant. He's ruled the many galaxies in his family for thousands of years. Not him personally, but his family, King Cold, and just created this empire, enslaving planets, enslaving whole species to rule under him. And for the longest time, there's no one even close to his power. He was aware of Beerus and Majin Buu, but that's besides the point. That was all retconned in the future. But there's not much else I can really say about Frieza that hasn't been said 1,000 times. I love the Japanese voice actor for him. He's the best Frieza you could get. I'm not going to insult him by trying to attempt to pronounce his name because I'm not very good at it. His laugh is chilling and iconic. He's very royal in his he is very privileged. He just has a very kind of almost Roman Caesar kind of feel to him, like a evil, corrupt, almost like a Caligula type feel to him, and that's why I feel he's the best villain, and because of that, he's also my favorite Dragon Ball villain. Alright guys, who do you think are the top 5 Dragon Ball villains of all time? Let me know in the comments below, and you can subscribe to me here on YouTube for the latest Dragon Ball news and reviews. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAutobot. You can Instagram me too, SSJAutobot, and I'll catch you next time.